Meeting is being live streamed. Got it. All right, it should be setting it up. I'll tell you. We are live.
All right, buddy. Hey, everyone. We'll get started here in just a few seconds. We got more folks that are hopping on the live. Want to welcome everybody to the Snap Delivered company overview. We'll start here in a few seconds. All right, it's go time, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Swantek here with Snap Delivered. Want to run through a brief company overview. If this is the first time you're taking a look at this information, it might not answer every question you have, but it's definitely going to give you enough information to know whether you want to learn more or not. And it might even give you enough information to know whether you want to partner up and become a part of the Snap Delivered family. Snap is a young company. We were just launched June 2021, so not that long ago in West Palm Beach, Florida. We are participating in the $100+ billion restaurant delivery business, and we are really poised to disrupt a lot of the major players within the industry. As a whole, the industry is booming. 60% of U.S. consumers are ordering delivery or takeout at least once a week. And as big as the industry is, it's projected to hit over $200 billion a year by 2025, according to Forbes magazine. So if you can position yourself in an industry that's going from around 100 billion to 200 billion in a few short years, there's obviously a massive amount of opportunity to win financially by positioning yourself correctly in that industry. And there's huge multi-billion-dollar players in the industry: DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber. There's $100 million players like Waiter, Delivery.com, Eat Street. And as big and successful as a lot of those companies are, they do the exact same things. And fortunately for us, what they're doing is creating a lot of unhappy customers with hidden fees, nickel and diming them. They're getting a lot of unhappy drivers. They're actually, some of them will peel off parts of the driver's tip and keep it for themselves. And then probably the worst is for the restaurant owners. They are absolutely getting hammered with fees to allow these companies to take their food from point A to point B. If you look at the restaurants, let's say you owned a restaurant that was doing around 20 deliveries a day and the average order was around $40. That would create around $99,000 in fees for delivery, just to Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub. You're literally paying almost $100,000 a year in fees. If you partnered with Snap and your restaurant did the exact same amount of deliveries with the exact same average order cost, instead of paying $99,000, you'd pay $14,600 in fees. So you could save over $84,000 a year because a Snap driver picked up your food instead of an Uber driver or a DoorDash or a Grubhub driver. And the bottom line is, if you own a restaurant and you had a choice, as long as the driver was professional, as long as the food was delivered in a timely manner, I think all of us would choose to save $84,000 a year and put that in our pockets instead of handing it to Uber, DoorDash, or Grubhub. And that's what's beautiful about Snap. We have no commission fees like these big providers in delivery. We have a flat rate, $2. If it's a takeout order, it's $1. Our restaurants get paid instantly. Drivers get paid instantly. We never take portions of the driver's fuel fees. We never take portions of the driver's tip. They keep everything. There's no hidden service fees that our customers are hit with. The bottom line is we create a lot of happy customers, happy drivers, and for sure, with the amount of savings, really happy restaurant owners. The team at Snap Delivered is second to none. Our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Paul Michael, has built several multi-million-dollar companies over the years, and he has created massive sales organizations around the world. And the bottom line is, not only has he done well in several industries, he's done very well in the delivery space. Our senior advisor, Mr. Jason Bryan, some of you guys might be familiar with him. He's somebody at the ripe old age of 18. He started his first company, and by the time he was 23, he sold that company for over $85 million. So we've got someone that understands disrupting the marketplace, and we are doing exactly that in this delivery space. To get started, if you like what you see, it's free. You can become a free customer. You can actually start earning income by referring other customers to the Snap Delivered family. You can earn income by referring restaurants or drivers to the Snap Delivered family. You can become a manager for $299 per year. You can become a manager, which allows you to create overrides on your team. There's 4 ways to earn: refer customers, refer drivers, refer restaurants, or refer other managers. And how that pays out is pretty simple. If you have a restaurant, every time that restaurant does a delivery, you need to make sure that you go to the bank. It's 40 cents an order. That's really exciting. People are like, oh, 40 cents. If you refer a customer, the customer places an order and gets delivery, you make $1. And people are sitting there going, oh, $1, 40 cents. That's not a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money by itself, but what if you have a few restaurants? Let's say you introduce 10 restaurants to the Snap family and they average 20 orders a day. That's 6,000 orders a month times 40 cents. Now you're making $2,400 a month because you've got 10 restaurants that are each doing 20 deliveries a day. That's not breaking records. There's restaurants that do hundreds of deliveries a day. Some will do less than that. So we just say average it out at 20, but $2,400 a month is pretty substantial for just referring a few restaurants to the party. Now you can also refer customers. You can even refer drivers. Let's go through an example on your personals. If you did 10 restaurants and 10 drivers, those drivers add another $1,200 in income on a monthly basis. So now you're at $3,600 a month, as long as those restaurants are filling orders and those drivers are delivering orders. But you can also introduce others to the Snap family. Let's say you've got 3 individuals that do the same thing you did. They introduce 10 restaurants, 10 drivers each. So on what we call your level 1, you've got 30 drivers and 30 restaurants. That adds another $5,400 per month in income. That's on top of your $3,600 for your own restaurants and drivers. What if those 3 did the same thing you did? No more, no less. They introduced 3. And listen, some people will introduce 0. We have people that have referred over 20 people in one day. So this doesn't, this assumes there's nobody doing that. It's just 3 who get 3 and that's it. It's over. You've got 9 people on what we call your level 2. They each refer 10 restaurants, 10 drivers. So that's 90 total drivers, 90 total restaurants. That's an additional $8,100 per month just on that level 2. Add that onto your level 1, add that onto your personals. You're over $17,000 in monthly residuals as long as those customers are ordering, those drivers are delivering, and those restaurants are putting out food and making it for delivery. That's 12 people in your team. You start making some pretty substantial income. Even if we did 10% of that, it's still $1,700 a month. Is there something positive that you could do for yourself or your family or both if you had an extra $1,700 a month right now? And what if you knew next month there was another $1,700 coming, and the month after that? Because people eat usually 3 times a day. And when people do delivery, they repeat order over and over and over and over again. As a whole in the industry, the average day has 85% of the orders are repeat customers. It's either their second order or above. It might be their 7th order. It might be their 70th order. It might be their 700th order, but they order from those companies over and over and over. And if you introduce them to Snap, you get paid over and over and over. It's really a substantial amount of income that's on the table. And the best thing about it is we'll teach you and train you every step of the way. If you're sitting here going, you know what, this looks really good. I know some restaurant owners. I know some people that like to order delivery. I know people that maybe would want to drive and earn a little extra income. We're going to teach you exactly what to say to those people to bring them into the Snap Delivered family. How do I get a restaurant on board? We'll show you exactly how to do it. We've got videos you can share with the restaurant owner directly. How do you get a driver on board? We teach you and train you how to run ads, how to talk to friends, how to go out and find drivers, people that need to make extra income, and help them get onboarded with the Snap family. How do you get customers to download the app? We teach and train you every step of the way. The beauty of Snap Delivered is you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. You've got a team of people here with strong background in the industry. I was very fortunate back in 2016 to start a company in the restaurant delivery space. We built that company within our first 5 years. We were actually number 416 in the Inc. 500. And then a little over a year ago, we did merge with one of those big companies that you saw in one of those early slides. One of my deals in that agreement is I did not need to sign a non-compete. I was kind of done with the restaurant delivery industry. I felt like it was just a game for the big companies, which is why I exited and kind of merged in with one of the big companies. And then my good friend and CEO of this company, Mr. Paul Michael, reached out to me, and he actually helped our company initially back in 2016 and 2017 expand into Florida. So he knew the delivery space. He knew what it took to be successful in that space, but he was always wanting to disrupt that space. He told me, he's like, listen, the restaurants are getting hammered. Customers don't like the hidden fees. Drivers don't like the fact that these companies are peeling off part of their fuel fees, part of their tips. There's a better way to do it. And when he finally got me to see his vision, I realized if he pulls this off, it's going to change the face of the restaurant delivery industry. And if you're watching this overview and you can be a part of that, you're going to benefit not only yourself financially, but your children and maybe even your grandchildren or great-grandchildren. This is the type of thing when you can disrupt a $200 billion industry, people create generational wealth in these types of times. Not everybody sees the same vision. What I would recommend, connect with whoever invited you onto this live stream or whoever invited you to watch this video. Let them know, A, you want to learn more, or B, you want to become a free partner, and get started for free. There's no risk. Or C, maybe you say, listen, I want to become a manager. Like, I know restaurants, I know drivers. I want to get paid on a team of people doing the same thing I'm doing. Let them know. We do have something called a founder's position. It closed actually yesterday, September 1st. I spoke with our CEO this morning, and I basically asked him if he would open it up for about 24 hours, and he agreed. So you'll have to contact whoever invited you onto this. If you're watching the video and it's 48 hours later or something, I apologize. I definitely never want to overpromise and underdeliver, but I did if you're watching this on video and it's past that time frame. So I would recommend, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this video on Thursday night, September 2nd, 2021, or maybe Friday morning early, contact whoever invited you onto this. There's some huge advantages to being what we call a founding rep, and you're going to want to be what we call a founding member. So get involved, get started. For those of you that make that decision, that take that step, I want to be one of the first to welcome you to the Snap Delivered family.